Okay, so let's talk about solving proportions. This is just the first part, but using the basic fact and the key idea that the cross products are equal when you're solving proportions. Using this key fact makes these problems so simple, even simpler than before. So, for example, this problem is kind of difficult because look at the numerators. I go from 8 to 12. If I'm looking for a common factor, it's not a whole number. I do 8 times 1, I get 8. I get 8 times 2, I get 16. You know, and then I'm now using fractions and decimals. Well, there's a way to look at this differently. Again, remembering that if I multiply cross product or cross multiply here, that is everything. So I'm going to introduce you to my rhyme. Cross multiply and divide by the lonely guy. All right, so we know what cross multiply means. Where is this lonely guy? What are you talking about? So remember, cross multiply means I'm going to cross multiply. But remember, I only have two numbers in one place. And it's right there with the 5 and the 12. The 5 times the 12, I can multiply there, but 8 and y. Again, I definitely know how to write that algebraically. We can talk about that later when we get to part 2. But since I know 5 times 12 has to be equal to 8 times whatever y is, I can cross multiply and divide by the lonely guy. Where's the lonely guy? He's right there, number 8. That's why I circled him. Because remember, the lonely guy, he doesn't have anybody to multiply with. He just got a letter down there. He wants a number, right? So cross multiply, divide by the lonely guy. Boom. 5 times 12 divided by 8. That's all that says right there. 5 times 12 is on top, divided by, there's your fraction bar, 8. Okay, well, 5 times 12 is 60. And I do 60 divided by 8. In this case, I only have to deal with the fraction at the last step here, 7.5. And that's what y has to be right there, 7.5. Well, let's take a look at another problem. Same idea, works the same way. Again, look at the numerators. 4 times what is 10? There isn't a whole number, right? So let's use our friend, our new rhyme of the day, cross multiply and divide by the lonely guy. So what are we going to do? And where's the lonely guy? Well, remember, we can only cross the multiply where I have two numbers. So there's my 4 times 25, and the lonely guy is right there. There's number 10. Because again, 10 would be multiplying with the A. He's lonely. He only got a letter. He wants a number. So what do? 4 times 25 divided by 10. Cross multiply, 4 times 25. Divide by 10. He's the lonely guy. 4 times 25, well, that's 100. And look how simple this answer becomes when A equals 10. Right? So when you set up a proportion, think of my rhyme, cross multiply and divide by the lonely guy, and it will never let you down. All right, let's go take a look at this and get into detail.